I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 20 is good enough. Okay, we're going to start by taking the timing plug out and check the timing of the engine to get it on top dead center before we ever disassemble it. Other than I don't know how we turn the engine over.
We're going to have to bump the key. So if you want to keep an eye on it, do you know what we're looking for in terms of a timing mark?
Yep. Again. Oh, I think we went past it.
Okay.
Again. Oh, I can't tell. We're going to have to wait till we... How do we do this?
Because what is it? Is it like a physical mark?
It's a mark. We may have to take the side cover off with a big flat screwdriver and put a socket in there and just turn it over by hand.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. There's a mark.
Right there. That's it.
Okay.
We can double check when we get the head off. We'll see the piston on top.
Because that one wasn't going to come with a wrench. The gasket came on it. I think we're good. I turned the engine over when I did that.
The spot that we saw the fuel come out of when we were running it was right here. So we'll have to see if that matches the gap in the head gasket when we get the head off.
I think the gasket came off. Okay, so there is something to hold orientation, I think.
Yep. Oh, it's kind of half blown out actually. If it's stuck, leave it.
Yeah, it kind of de-lambed right there. And if we need to scrape it and put some gasket maker on it, that's fine.
Okay, 3 bolts.
So I need to take these off, or that one
That
off.
bolt there, and then the 3 on the cam gear.
I need to take the exhaust manifold off as well.
Yes. If we want to confirm our top dead center, look at the mark on the cam.
Do you line up the timing marks, or does this need to be on the top?
There's a mark under the gasket's covering the mark, but you see that mark right there on the pip, on the cam gear?
Yeah, right there.
That goes straight forward.
Okay, so we are...
So we were right there.
Good.
And we're pulling the exhaust pipe off. You may have to pull the whole muffler off the frame.
Now, the engine's going to want to turn.
Nope, it'll never turn. Or is it?
I mean, it just did.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a cam gear.
Well, just use the impact.
F. Was that what you saw before?
Should be a T for top dead center. F is fire.
It's actually kind of cool that they do that.
Right there.
Okay, head bolts.
Little flat screwdriver. Nope. Little flat screwdriver. Pop the gear off. Take the gear out before we do head bolts. Just took the gear somewhere on the case and give it a pop. Nope, that's the camshaft. Yep, kind of try to pull it out of there. And it looks like the gasket's tore. We're just going to have to goober it.
Well, here's what I'm seeing. First thing, unless they put these pins in first, this one, because it's stamped steel, it's got kind of a rough edge on it, and it's hard to get the gasket over it. But I can see the metal ring is totally gone right here.
Well, is there just carbon on there that we can... There we go.
Let me get my other hand in here. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks like the other side started to go and that one had been gone for a while.
So we'll get the head surface cleaned up good. We'll get the cylinder surface cleaned up really good, and we'll be back to put it together. Okay, so we've got the head prepped, we've got the block prepped, everything has been cleaned. We put a copper coating on the gasket to try to prevent it from blowing out right away again, and we will put the head on.
Help if it wasn't really dumb. There we go. Come on.
I think you're trying too hard.
Hoping to hold tension on as I brought the head in, but apparently that's not going to be the case. So.
With much wailing and gnashing of teeth, we finally got the head on. Now it's time to reassemble. The spec for the head bolts on this is 22 foot-pounds, and I've seen some conflicting information that says 24. So since we have a problem with it blowing a head gasket, we're going to go to 24 just to make sure that we're getting it good and cinched down good. I don't think a couple foot-pounds over is going to hurt anything.
Alright, I'm ready to throw an actual torque wrench on it. Starting over, I'm going to actually go for 18. Man, these suckers stretch.
Are you sure it's not clicking?
I would have felt it or heard it to do something.
Wow, it just seems like it's going a long way.
I know. But I'm also moving a really, really long lever, so...
Well, that's true.
Might have been it.
There we went.
I'm going to go back to this one. Yeah, she's getting tight.
Wow, that seems like a...
Well, I'm going easy, so maybe
No,
it's just we're crushing the gasket that much. There, now we're getting somewhere.
Maybe we're finally done crushing everything, now it's coming in.
Okay.
I'd do them all again at 18.
Okay.
That was 18, so now we try 20. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 20 is good enough.
Well, that bolt is so long, it's just stretching.
I know. Maybe we won't over torque. We'll just go to the 22.
So I'm going smooth and being dynamic about it. There was no oil on the threads. You sure it was 20 foot-pounds?
Yep.
Well, I'm not so sure now because we just broke a stud. So that or the bolt stripped out. No, we stripped the stud.
Well, we just did another epic fail. I screwed up and gave Jacob the wrong torque specification. So instead of 11 foot-pounds like we're supposed to, I tried to go to 20. And somewhere between 18 and 20, we busted a head bolt. Well, now that we pulled the head back off, we can clearly see that my copper gasket spray worked fantastic. It was glued good. So the result of my screw up is we broke the head stud. So since we overstretched them, we will have to replace all 4 of them. So we are going to go ahead and pull the cylinder because we'll have to get the broken stud out of the block. Triple check your torque settings, folks. Don't just go by memory. Never memorize a torque spec. And this is exactly why.